Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Penix here from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd down, it's Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lone back gets the handoff. Works the sideline inside the 35. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here, they were sharp. They were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Camarda on to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And this one does not go far. Looks like we have somebody worse for wear after the play, and that's Isaiah Pacheco, who's in some pain. They're looking at him now. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Yellow, yellow.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow, attack, attack!
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Wiley hauls it in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Completed to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Here's Algier on 1st down. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4, equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. They kick the running back in motion. From the shotgun, Penix. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Penix working from the gun. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get 6 more on their early advantage. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now Camarda on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Yellow.
Back to the well again. Oh, the football's loose. And the Falcons scoop it up.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning the run game.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Yellow, yellow. 15, 15. Attack.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They give it to him again. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's a give up the middle, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Falcons' 19-yard line.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Up and good from Blankenship. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. And the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Penix to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Charbonnet now up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
All right, set now. First and 10. Algier running behind center. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up second and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lead by 14. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now Camarda on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 27. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Yellow.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Going to the ground again on first. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Yellow.
Another carry for him. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Yellow. Yellow.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Penix. The screen pass falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Play action. Here's Penix. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. Keeps it moving. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running this one left. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now Camarda on to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Right. Yellow, yellow. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
15. Side.
Pistol now for Mahomes. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Yellow.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will take over. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Penix now on first down. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On first down, here's Penix. Here's a loft deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Penix here from the gun. That's complete to Musgrave. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Penix on third down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Falcon first down.
First down, ball at the 36. And again, it's Penix. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Camarda on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll run now on second down. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
6 defensive backs out there. Falcons in the dime on third. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll run here from the gun. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he gets this forward to the 19. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. That's now 4 field goals for him, and he's doing his part to try and give them a chance to win this game. But one kicker, he's not going to overcome everything with this team. He needs his guys to start sending them out there for extra points, and his defense to start getting some stops.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. He breaks the tackle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They've got a man in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Here we go, second and very long. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Penix working from the gun. He's going to push one deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. On the ground with Charbonnet. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Second and 4. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the shotgun, Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Second down carry for Algier. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Algier. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons stretch the lead to 23. Now Camarda on to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Back to the well again. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Right
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Attack! Right side.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Wiley hauls it in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Falcons.
First and 10 from the 41.
I don't need to. Right side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Setting up the screen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Right side.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
From the red zone now. Connects with Wiley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. A pickup of 2, and that run doesn't get it for them either. It's 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
Yellow.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Another chance for him. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Falcons cover up the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Charbonnet. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and 3 now. Another carry for Charbonnet. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Algier running behind center. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go again with Algier. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Charbonnet now up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Again, it's Charbonnet. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Falcons moments away from their 4th win of the year. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. They'll run now with Charbonnet. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6. For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. We always call it the best formation in football, Brock. They're going to line up to take that knee and run out some clock. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow! Yellow!
Here's Mahomes. Pass complete to Wiley. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down. Looking to throw Mahomes. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kit, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning trap. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on...
To win, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big day.
Yeah, you better pat me down and pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettucemen. You pushing positive, then we can be the best of friends. We drink the fire from the fountain and excellence. Open sores, open doors like a Trojan horse. No remorse, I make lore fact like college course. Making seconds to records, the textures you could never touch the circle I rolled and you overstepped your effort. I'm the shepherd and leopards, I'll pull you back together. You fall apart, I'll build it back but better. I'm a scoundrel with my pen works adventures. My punchlines are too raw for glass jars and dentures. You think you've seen madness? Well, I am the center. I'm only happy in the summer.